And now the gate's shut. Looks like the rest of us are stuck in here. They're all looking at me. At least Seven's headache is gone. He seems to be alright. Well, I guess there's no harm in trying. Let's see if this door still opens.
Damn. Well, it looks like this door isn't opening anytime soon.
Didn't Ace take June or something?
Oh, you mean we're trapped?
I can't remember exactly what happened, but I'll remember.
So it would seem.
What the hell is Santa trying to do?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, what?
Have you considered where we are? There can really only be one thing Santa would do now.
No. No, you can't be serious.
Oh, but he is. Shit, we've got to do something. Yeah, we're in the incinerator room. Maybe we can still get out through door 9. There's the red. Yeah, alright, we can do this. I've just gotta... No, it's not gonna work. There's no way. The 5 of us can't open this door. 6 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 equals 26. 2 plus 6 equals 8. Oh no! Is there any combination that'll work?
Junpei, can I borrow your pen and notebook?
Sure, why not? I don't think I'm gonna need them. Ever again. Well, she certainly looks purposeful. Looks like she's writing equations, a lot of them. Huh. Oh man, she doesn't look very happy. What? Hey, no need to be ripping pages out like that. Jeez.
What the hell are you doing, Clover? Give me that!
Alright, at least 7 got it away from her. Maybe now I can get a look at what she was writing. Let's see. Two. That leaves. Okay, that leaves. Snake, Clover, me, and 7, but no Lotus. Leaves Lotus out. She was trying to find a combination that I think allowed everybody to go through.
What? And there's no other way?
Lotus. Looks like she'd figured it out, though. Man, this is just too cruel.
It's okay. Go.
Lotus.
Come on, you know we can't do that.
Oh, don't give me that. I'm sure you'd love to get rid of me.
God damn it, you idiot!
Whoa, where the hell did that come from? Looks like she expected that about as much as I did.
If you're not... Look, it'd be bad, alright?
For a cop, he sure doesn't have much confidence.
Yeah. If there weren't assholes like you around, I'd be out of a job.
Uh-huh.
Look, I'm just not leaving you behind, alright? End of story.
7.
He's right. I'm not leaving you either.
Me too.
What?
You didn't honestly think I'd abandon you, did you?
You're all idiots.
I agree, we're all idiots. Act as tough as you want, Lotus. We will all see her. We can all see her about to cry.
That being said, however, I doubt we would be able to open the door anyway, even if we were to leave Lotus behind.
Huh? Why?
I trust you remember what happened to Ace? I couldn't, see exactly what happened, but I was able to guess what he was attempting to do earlier at the Red.
Oh, yeah.
No! What is this? Why? The digital route should be 9! It has to be 9! Then why? Why isn't it opening?
Just to see, why don't we give it a shot?
Give it a shot.
Yes, that is what I said.
I mean, you can open the door and not leave, right?
You were right.
It ain't opening.
But it did open 9 years ago. The digital route was 9 then, I'm sure of it.
You think maybe they changed the settings?
Perhaps.
Shit. If we can't get through the door, we can't get out. Walls are way too high. There's no way in hell we could get to that hole 7 popped out of 9 years ago. Well, we could try all of us and see what happens. All we can do is stand here and stare at this door with a 9 on it. I guess this is it. This is the end. ... Until I was watching. Wait, why is this called Akane Vision? See, it said Akane Vision. I thought we were 0, but does that mean Akane is 0? I just noticed that. I had watched everything that was reflected in his eyes. I was listening. Every sound that vibrated in his eardrums I heard. Smell, taste, touch. I felt everything he felt. I knew everything about him. What he was thinking, what he was feeling, what he was sensing. All of his feelings and worries and fears became mine. My mind, my consciousness was inside of him. Through the morphic field set, we were resonant and we were as one. I was him, and at the same time, I was an observer. It started with a tremendous noise like a clap of thunder. That was approximately 9 hours ago. A bomb had gone off on the ship we were on. Yeah, I remember this happening. That was when my resonance with him began. My resonant event melted into him and we became one. Inside of Junpei. Somehow I found myself in Junpei's mind 9 years in the future. But I didn't lose myself. I was living in 2 realities at once. One was the present and the other was the future. Perhaps you could think of it as 2 movies showing on the same screen at the same time. Eventually it becomes difficult to separate them and determine which movie is which. However, if I concentrated, I was able to focus on one or the other. That is why I was able to grasp what was happening in front of me.
Come on, over here!
That was my brother. He was yelling. I followed him. Around me were 7 other children. They all looked like they were about my age.
Come on, hurry up!
We ran down a long straight hallway and burst into a large hospital room. Okay, so we're not 0. So now I'm beginning to think we're not 0. Everyone was arguing. 2 of the boys got in a fist fight, and a girl watching them began to cry. I wanted to go home. I want to go home. I want to go home. Another girl slapped the crying girl and glared down at her. It's been 2 hours since the notary game began. We were starting to fall apart, but just when all hope seemed lost, Light started talking. He was blind. 9 years ago, we would call him... 9 years later, we would call him Snake.
Hello, everyone? Could you come over here for a moment?
He was older than most of us, and his voice had authority and dignity. The fights died down, and we gathered around him.
I have a little sister. She is very important to me. Right now, she is over in Building Q, and is desperately trying to send information over to me. Her name is Clover, and today is her 9th birthday.
Wait, her actual name is Clover? As he spoke, he pulled something from his pocket. In his hand were 9 4-leaf clovers.
I was going to give these to her as a birthday present. I was outside picking them when I was abducted. I'm sure I've already told you, but I am blind. For a man who can't see, collecting 9 of a very specific plant is... well, it is difficult. But my sister means a great deal to me. And I hope that these would show her how much I cared for her. Since it's her 9th birthday, I thought 9 4-leaf clovers would be appropriate. Every one of you has a brother or a sister in Building Q with Clover. For their sake, we have to survive. We have to get off this ship. If we're going to do that, there are 3 things you have to remember. We need trust and love, and we have to have faith in one another. If we can take all three of those to heart, then I promise that good luck will come our way. Did you know that the leaves on the four-leaf clover mean faith, trust, love, and luck? Those words are leaf words. So if you believe what I've told you, and you understand, then I want you each to have one of these. They're a promise between friends.
He gave a clover to each of us. I took one too. Eventually, he was left with only a single four-leaf clover. He had one last thing to say.
Don't ever forget. So long as you have that, we will always be connected. Do you understand?
When he finished, the tension of only a few minutes before was gone. We were calm. After that, we ran around the ship for a while longer and opened several of the numbered doors until we finally found a door with the number 9 on it. In fact, there were 2 doors with 9 on them, and we found them in the chapel. We split into 2 groups and walked through the doors. Before long, we all found ourselves in a room with a ceiling that looked like an upside-down funnel. For some reason, this room had another 9 door, but this time it was only the one. But if there were only 1 door, that meant only 5 people could escape.
What are we gonna do? There aren't any other doors.
We began to panic. As if things had not gone bad enough already,
Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take place in 18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately. Repeat. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
What? What's happening? What did that thing say? That didn't sound good.
my brother swallowed hard and
I think
answered.
it means this room is gonna burn.
Burn!
The plaque on the door says incinerator, and that voice said that the incineration is about to start. And incinerate means to burn.
He's a genius!
No! Help me!
Abject terror filled the room as everyone began to scream and cry. Every pair of eyes were filled with despair. Then, high up in the wall, a door opened and a man appeared. He was a huge, frightening mountain. We're retelling the story again. I don't quite understand why we're retelling the story again. 9 years later, we would call
Don't
him
worry,
7.
kids. I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys. I'm a detective. I'm here to rescue you.
The rest happened just like 7 said it did. All 4 of us the 4 of us who had stayed behind were saved by 7. We crawled through the vent, away from the incinerator, and slid down into the hall. We came out on the other side of door 9. On the wall opposite the door was a set of double doors. We went through those and began to run up the spiral stairs. As we ran, I led the way. Behind were Nona, my brother, Snake, and 7. The other children, the ones who had gone through door 9 before us, were up ahead. I could hear them cheering each other on. We ran and ran and ran. We leapt across as many stairs as we could and kept running. The stairs spiraled upward like a tornado. Eventually I pulled ahead of the rest. Perhaps Nona had slowed them down. I didn't want to lose them, so I slowed down as well. I didn't stop, but I glanced over my shoulder from time to time to see if they had caught up. That was when I realized...
No, where is it? Did I drop Jumpy's present?
I knew I'd had it with me when we passed through the vent. Then I had dropped it as we slid out. I had to go back. I had to. What was so important that you have to go back? But I knew I couldn't tell the others. They would stop me. I was sure of that. I didn't stop to think. I simply moved. I ran to the central hall, the room that connected to all the other areas of the ship. I hid in the shadows, and moments later I felt a rush of wind as they ran past me up the staircase. I waited until they were out of sight, and then I ran. I moved as quickly as I could, down and down and down. Finally, I reached the bottom deck. I ran to the hallway and looked around frantically.
There it is!
It was just where I thought it would be, sitting under the opening of the vent. I ran over and snatched it from the floor, but as I ran back toward the stairs and freedom, the door to the incinerator opened and a man stepped out. It was Hongo. 9 years later, we would call him Ace.
How wonderful to see you decided to come back.
His smile made my blood turn cold. It looked mechanical, as if someone had simply pulled up the corners of his mouth.
We must continue the experiment.
I shook my head, eyes wide. Slowly, I began to walk backwards. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. Then I spun around and broke into a run. I felt his hand close over my left wrist.
I said, come with me.
Then there was an edge of insanity in his voice. I pulled as hard as I could.
No! Stop! Let go of me!
I shook my body and flailed my arms, trying desperately to get him to let go. But it was still only a child. I was still only a child. I was no match for a man
Stop
like
struggling,
him.
goddammit! Do as I tell you!
He heaved on my arm, trying to pull me into the incinerator. I screamed.
Help me! Somebody help me!
Then suddenly,
Akane!
the door to the stairs flew open, and my brother burst out of it. Behind him came Seven and Snake.
Akane!
He cried my name again as he leapt toward Hongu.
You came back!
I cried out, but then
Ah, you're too late, idiot!
he threw his full weight against my arm, pulling us both into the incinerator. The force of it threw me to the floor. I scrambled to my feet and looked toward the open dying door. Hongu stood between it and me, but behind him I could see my brother, his fists clenched. But those fists never reached Hongu. Why was the dying door open? With the cold, heartless screech of the metal on metal, the door slammed shut. He glanced at me mechanically, his face registering that there was an object there, but not anything he would consider a human being. Then he turned away and walked to the red that sat next to the door. He reached into his pocket and removed 2 bracelets. He waved them both over the scanner panel. 2 asterisks appeared on the red. He checked the screen, then tossed the bracelets carelessly onto the floor. What was he doing? What was the point? He made no effort to explain himself, of course. He said nothing at all and walked past me. As though I were nothing more than a rock by the roadside. A few moments later, the 2 other doors slid shut as well. Faintly, I could hear someone pounding on the door behind me. I turned around and ran toward the door with the 9.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
I could hear a voice from the other side of the door. A worried, frightened
Help
voice.
me!
My throat was already raw, but I screamed as loud as I could. My voice echoed lonely around the empty room.
What should I do? I think I'm trapped in here!
Where's Hongo?
He went out the other door!
What?
Then it started again.
Warning. Warning. Emergency Incineration Command has been acknowledged. Incineration will begin in 18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately.
Holy shit, man! I knew what I was gonna say, but that is one hell of a creepy voice.
I knew it!
It's starting.
Santa started the incinerator.
Fuck! Man, I never thought I'd hear that damn voice again after 9 years.
What the hell? What the hell? What in God's name are you talking about? It's 9 years this and 9 years that, and when it's not 9 years something, then you're talking about some sort of fucking experiments. You aren't making any sense.
I'm sorry, Lotus, but we really don't have time to explain it right now. I promise. I'll tell you everything once we get out of here.
But
Incineration will begin in 17 minutes.
you know what that means, right? Incinerate means burn. What kind of idiot do you think I am? I know what incinerate means.
There you go, Lotus. See?
Well, god damn it. Okay, fine. I won't ask anything else. Talk about whatever you want. But you have to do something for me. 7, figure this out.
What? Why me?
Just shut up and stop this thing.
How the hell?
There has to be some sort of emergency shut-off button.
There isn't anything like that.
How the hell do you know?
Because I looked for it 9 years ago.
Yeah, Lotus isn't happy about that. Can't really blame her. Wait. The floor is moving. What else can I say about it, but...
What the hell is that?
What is that? What is that?
The floor opened and a machine rose out of it. It looked like a computer. At least it kind of did. There was a monitor, a keyboard, a cross-shaped device of some kind. Something about the machine scared me, but I forced myself to walk up to it. I was terrified. Tears poured down my face. I wiped them off even as more took their place, and forced myself forward. Finally, I reached it. I looked at the screen. It was blank. All I saw was my own frightened face staring back at me from the glass drenched in tears. All I can see on the screen is a reflection of my own face. I'm looking kind of freaked out. I know I'm sweating like crazy, but seeing it kind of drives it home. Okay, Junpei, just calm down, alright? Everything's gonna be okay. God. Man, I wish that thing would just shut up.
Incineration will begin in 15 minutes.
Alright, back to this thing. If it's only showing up now, it's gotta be important. But what the hell am I supposed to do with it?
Hey, move!
Gah! Hey, we're all tense, lady. Doesn't mean you get to shove people around.
It's turned on. There's nothing on the screen, though. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. If there's nothing on here, how are we supposed to do anything with it?
Sure, I'll just push buttons. I'm sure that'll... Hey, well, at least it's on now. It's on the screen, though.
What is this?
What's up?
Oh, that looks complicated.
It looks like some sort of puzzle.
It's got a bunch of numbers and letters scattered across a 5x5 grid. The numbers range from 1 to 8.
Do you think that if we solve this puzzle, the incinerator will stop? Yeah. Well, we can hope, right?
Alright, puzzle, how do you work? Oh, man. Goddamn voice again.
Incineration will begin in 13 minutes.
Shit, 13 minutes. Can we really do this? My heart feels like it's gonna pop. My heart was pounding like it was about to explode. I stared at the puzzle on the screen. I was sure I had to solve it somehow, but I had no idea how. My connection to Jumpy had been gone for a while. His mind was gone. I couldn't get any more information from him. I felt the seconds tick by as I stared at the screen, completely lost. My cheeks felt hot as tears poured over them. Then I heard a voice.
Hey, what are you doing?
It was muffled. I turned around. Pressed against the window in the entry door was a face, a frightening, evil face. It was Hongu. How long had he been watching me?
Don't know what to do?
He was yelling, but his voice was still muffled.
It's simple, really. But I suppose I might as well tell you. Just solve the puzzle on that machine.
His laughter was muffled by the door, but it still tore at my heart like the claws of a vicious monster. I bit my lip and glared at Hongo, struggling to hold back hot tears.
You're a terrible person! I hate you!
Oh my! How could you call a gentleman such as myself
A terrible person. That's not very nice. I'm quite fair. I don't use tricks or play dirty. You see? I've even left you a way out.
A way out?
Didn't you hear me? All you have to do is solve that puzzle. Do that, and you can stop the incinerator.
What's the point of stopping it? You'll only capture me and make me do this all again. I'm not going to listen to you. If you're just going to throw me back in here, I might as well just die now.
My goodness, haven't you listened to anything I've said? I told you, I'm a fair man.
Huh?
If you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will in turn activate. If this experiment is to deliver valid results, there must be a chance of success. If you succeed, you will escape.
The verification function of the red?
Then I remembered. Before Hongu left the room, he had scanned 2 bracelets.
Ah, so you do remember. Right now there are 2 numbers in the red. The first is 1, and the second is 3. Say, Akane, what's your number?
I looked down at my left hand. A 5. That's what she was. That's what I am now. Ran to the door with a 9 on it. I grabbed the red and put my hand against the scanner.
You really aren't one for listening, are you?
I hear his muffled voice from across the room.
I've already told you, didn't I? Once you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will activate. In other words, if you haven't solved the puzzle, you can't enter your number. What kind of fool are you?
Why are you doing this?
You could never understand. You don't know what it's like to spend every day surrounded by monkeys. Now start the experiment. Solve the puzzle.
I can't! I don't know how!
Of course you don't. Isn't that the point? You understand, don't you? Access the morphogenetic field and find the solution.
I can't!
Then you'll die. You'll burn alive. It's gonna be quite hot in there in a few minutes. I imagine it will be very painful.
His horrible laugh echoed across the room, and even after his face disappeared from the window, I could hear it.
Incineration will begin in 10 minutes.
I was crying, great gulping sobs broken by hiccups that shook my body. I was terrified. I could feel my fear pressing down on me like a tremendous weight. Somehow I forced my shaky legs to carry me back to the device. I stared at the monitor.
I can't. I just can't. There's no way. I
can't figure this out. What am I gonna do? I don't know. I didn't know. I didn't even know where to start. Fear scattered my thoughts, and all I could think of was how I was going to die. My palms were sweating, and my blood was boiling in my veins. It was hot, so hot. I couldn't breathe. I felt dizzy. My heart roared in my chest, but as if it would pound myself to pieces. Okay. I reached into my pocket. I wrapped my hand around the thing I'd come back to get. The doll Jumpy had given me. At least I had it. I held it tight in both hands and prayed.
Help me! Jumpy! Help me! Help me! Help me! Jumpy! 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 Please! Help me! Jumpy!
Akane?
Akane?
Who the hell is Akane?
Shut up! Just shut the hell up!
Seven and Lotus don't understand. I think Clover and Snake have an idea, though. Clover's looking at me. I think Snake may have figured it out. No, it doesn't matter. They're in my way. Where'd she go? Maybe over there?
Akane! Akane! Can you hear me? Akane! Say something!
Fuck. Did something break our connection? I swear I just heard her. Shit.
Akane! Answer me! Akane!
Jumpy?
Spun around. I heard a voice. His voice. I looked around. He wasn't in the room, of course. But I'd heard it so closely. Like, he was right there.
Jumpy!
I screamed as loud as I could.
Akane!
Jumpy!
Okay, this is annoying. It's her, she's there. Then that means...
Akane! Akane!
Are you in an incinerator right now?
Yes, I am! How did you know?
I couldn't believe that he knew that. Now, I understand what Santa meant.
Right. There's only one way to help her. You were brought here to help my sister. To save Akane.
I think I get it now.
Incineration will begin in 7 minutes.
Jumpy, we don't have time!
As quickly as I could, I told him that I had to solve the puzzle in order to stop the incinerator.
Got it!
And I do. I get everything now. At last, I finally understood what all of this means. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, but okay. I know why the notary game was held today. I know why we were kidnapped and brought here. It was all for this moment. All of this was planned out to lead to this one moment. Oh my god. This is insane. I can't believe it. There's only one possible answer. June is, 0 is Akane. She recreated the history of the future that she had a glimpse of 9 years ago. She tried to save herself that way 9 years ago. No, she's trying to save herself right now. This means that there's only one thing for me to do, even if this is all some sort of insane plan. Yeah, it makes sense. This makes sense. I knew it was gonna be a totally illogical twist. I will save her. I will save Akane. I must save her, no matter what.
Incineration will begin in 6 minutes.
The voice reminded me of how much time I had left. Yeah, maybe we should start solving the damn puzzle. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. Just hang on, all right? I promise I'll get you out of there. I'm not gonna let you die. I promise.
We've been tooling around for like 10 minutes.
So don't worry, all right? Just give me a few minutes, okay?
Okay.
My voice shook as I answered. It was hot in the room. Felt like my heart was on fire. 6 minutes or not, my heart burned with my feelings for him. Alright, time to get to work, Junpei. Is Snake talking to them about something? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Get out of my way.
Hey, what are you...
Just trust me, okay?
Sorry, Lotus, I didn't mean to snap, but there's a lot more at stake here than your pride. I'll apologize later. Now let's have a look at this thing. Got numbers all over this grid. I think the panels are out of order, so I just need to switch these out. Staring at it isn't going to accomplish anything. I just have to try it.
Think of what I did all those times before. I'm gonna do this on my own, with my own mind. I'm gonna solve this problem.
I guess it kind of explains why I was doing practically everything. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, so this one is unmovable, right? Okay, but we can switch. So, okay. Okay. Well, what if we click hint? What happens? When I press the hint, numbers appear in the empty spots. They're all single digits. I get the feeling the numbers change when I switch out the yellow squares. But this square at the bottom, why does it say blank when I press hint? What square? I know, I just want to see the squares. Okay. Does this make sense to anybody? We got password here, though. Like, it says password. See? It says password. Okay, I don't understand. I honestly don't understand. I mean, it seems like the numbers are calculated based on the digits that are like a 5. If I put a 5 here, this is 7. Why is it 7? Is it these numbers? The digital root of these numbers? Yeah, I think it is. 5, 3, and 8. 5, 3, 8. 5, 3 plus 8 is 16. The digital root of 16 is 7. So let's look at this one. Okay, 6, 9. 6 plus 9. 6 plus 3 is 9. 8 plus 1 is 9. It would be 18. The digital root of those 4 numbers would be 9. Okay, we actually have somewhere to go with this then. And if all of these have to be the same, then I'm guessing we have to make all of them the same number, which would be probably 9. I'm guessing we need to make them all 9. That would be my guess. Make the most sense in this particular game to make them all 9. Why is a P9? Like, why does that make it 9? Okay, so let's put it. Like these numbers seem to, these letters seem to correspond to a particular. Let's put. So we got 9 there. Why is everything exploding on me? So maybe W is 5. Yeah, W is the equivalent of 5. don't know if that matters. There might be a secondary puzzle here, so maybe I should keep track of what all of the letters are. Although that probably just means the W goes here, right? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that probably means O is equivalent to 6. Which it does. So O is 6. And R would be 7. And S would be... Are both S's different? No, they're the same. Huh. Well, that's weird because they would go in different spots. P is 2. Okay, so we don't have a 2 anywhere. There's no 2s, which to me implies that this is wrong. We don't have any 2s. We have an 8, a 3, a 7, a 5, a 7, a 3, a 6, a 5, an 8, a 1, a 3. So I would guess that we need them to all be numbers also. And have password at the bottom. That's my guess. My guess, we need to use numbers up here and have password down here. If I were to guess. And you are right. Letters as numbers has been a theme in this game. So let's see. To get this, we would need a 7. No, yeah, 7. So let's try putting a 7 here. That makes it 9. Okay. This is honestly a tough puzzle. P is 1, right? Wait, was I wrong? P is not 1. Oh. P isn't 1. What the heck is P then? I thought it was corresponding with their positioning in here, but P is not 1. 8 plus 3 is 11. So P is 7. P is 7 then. Okay. I think O is 6 though, right? 5. 6. Yeah, O would be 6. R. Well, R is not 7, so R is 6. R is 9. Okay. D, it would be 6. 5? No, 4. D is 4. We're just figuring. Maybe, I don't know if this matters, but S is 5, 6, 1. S is 1. Yeah, S is 1. Both S's, I think, are the same. And, E. We don't know what A. What about A? A is the same as S. So A is also 1. A is 1, S is 1, D is 4, P is 7, W is 5, O is 6, and R is 9. Okay, well, we now got all the letters mapped out. I don't know if that makes any sense, like, as far as... But we now know what they are. P is 7. This is kind of a wicked puzzle. R is 9, so let's swap it for P. Oh wait. Oh, you can't have a digital root of 0, can you? So that's what I was confused about. I was like, we need an 8. We have an 8 here. Okay. Oh, I guess we could argue that they're those. I guess we could argue that they're those, but they're effectively what I said they were. I mean, doesn't really matter. So A is basically 10. Alright. Man, I thought I was being clever for seeing that it was password, but I don't think that's clever at all. Okay, so let's start with 1. The digital roots that we can make with 1 to get 9 would be, we would need, it to add up to 9 or 18. So 5 and 2 would do it. No, 5 and 3 would do it. That would be 9. So 5 and 3 would work. 6 and 2. 6, 2. 7 and 1. Or we could get up to 18. So let's try 7 and 1. That works there. But 1 and 1, that won't work. So, wait, yeah, it would, because all we would need is a 7 again, which would be a P. So put a P here. Alright. Just work. Let's just work it. So we have 7... 9. Let's get rid of that 9, put a 3 instead. Let's try a 4. Make the T's here. Okay. Now for this one we need D is 4, 7, so that's 11. So we need a 7. Okay, let's take the 7. Okay. Alrighty. Now let's work this way. Although I ruined that one, so kinda need a 7 back. Kinda ruined this one. Dang it. This is not a tough puzzle. Is there any way to shortcut this other than just trying everything? Like, seriously. I guess I could write down all the numbers that I have. Maybe that would be helpful. So we got a 5, an 8, a 5, a 7, a 6, a 3, a 1, a 7, and a 1. I want a 3 and an 8. 3, 8, 3, and 3. So we have a bunch of 3s. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 3s. And we also, and I guess with these, we also have a 1, a 1, a 1, a 4, a 7, a 5, a 6, and a 9. Effectively. Okay. So we don't have any, we have no 2s. No 2s. We have 1 9. We don't have a 2 at all. 3, 1 4. I guess maybe I'll 1 2 3. We have 5 1s. We have no 2s. 1 2 3 3s. 1 4. 2 5s. 2 6s. 3 7s. 1 8. 2 8s. And 1 9. Okay. So that's what we've got to work with. So we have the most 1s and the second most of 7s and 3s. Okay. Alright. And I didn't even count this one. So let's not have a 1 in this corner. Let's have a... What do we have a lot of? 3s. And then we would need a 5 here. Okay. Okay. We have 2 8s. Alright, what would we need here? 8 and 5. 8 and 5 is 13. So we need it to be 18, so we need a 3. We have a 3. No, wait, that's not a 3. We need a 5, I guess. Wait, what? 8, 13. Oh, yeah, we need a 5. I don't like needing 5 so much. I kind of want to swap that with a 1. Alright, let's see what we would need here. 3 and 4, so we need a 5 here. Okay. Five, 1, and 3 makes 9. Okay. So we need a 5 there again. Then we need a 1 here. Okay, then a 5 here. But I think we've used all of our 5s. We don't have any more 5s left. So We can't do that. We can't do that. We could maybe... Wait, what are P's? P's are 7s. A, what's A? 1. S is also 1, so we need a 5 here. Okay. And we need a 1 here. Alright. So 1 plus 1, we would need a 7. Okay. Alright. 7, 1. We would need a 1 or... We need a 1. We would need a 1. Has to be a 1. So we can put the A here. Okay. 1, 1, 5. 1, 1. So that's 7. So we need a 2. We have a 2. No, we don't have a 2. We do not have a 2. So this is an unsustainable thing. So we can switch these. Let's switch these to make it 1, 1, 3 instead. 1, 1, 3. So that's a 5. So we need a 4. We have a 4. We have 1 4, which is the D. Okay. So then we got 9s down here. We got 9s up here. Okay. So let's just keep going, I guess. So we have a 4, 1, and 3. 4, 1, 3. 4, 5, 8. So we need a 1 here. Do we have any 1s left? And we do. We have an S. That's a 1. Okay, let's put it here. Okay. We need a 5 here. Okay. But then that messes this up. And it messes this one up. Well, I guess we can change this. If we got a 1 and a 1, we would need a 7. Okay. We can do that. 7, 1. We need a 1. We don't have I don't think we have any 1s left, do we? 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Yeah, we don't have any 1s left. Dang it. Dang it. How close am I here? Okay, this 3 here. Let's just keep solving it, I guess. 1, 1, 4. So we need a 3. Okay. Alright. These two. 1, 3. So we need a 5. Okay. So we need a 1 here. Man, I'm so close. I'm so close. I'm so close. Oh, it's a 5. All of these are 5s. Oh my god, all of these are 5s. man. Oh, jeez. We need a 1. Oh, I'm so close. I'm so close. We don't have any more 1s. P is 7, R is 9. Then 8, 8, 3, 3. Okay. S is 1. I'm gonna have to mess up things to fix this. Because you're gonna mess everything up. I could move the 3 and the 5, but that would mess this one up then. Oh, is this like the final puzzle? The ultimate puzzle? I'm just gonna swap everything, I guess, and see what happens. Just to see if I happen to maybe be wrong and I can get it. It doesn't work. Dang. I'm so close. I mean, assuming this is what I'm supposed to do. Because it's 8. I mean, I guess we can just mess with the top here. So again, we need a 1 here, but we don't have a 1. So, oh, God, I'm so close. We have a 4. But we're gonna have to start switching. Yeah, you can give me a hint. We're gonna have to start switching all of these out. This isn't gonna work. I was so close. I don't really want to reset it. I don't really want to reset everything, so. Never gonna use. Oh. Well, then why did the hint tell me to use the letters? The hint literally said use the letters. They're like, oh yeah, you gotta. Okay, now it's telling me to put a word here. Okay, well, I know what the word is. I've already solved that puzzle. Okay, I love how they say, oh, the letters are numbers, and then they're like, oh, but you don't want to use them. Why even give me that hint? Why give me that hint? Okay, well, I guess we'll just replace the letters with numbers then. There. Okay. So I guess we're just gonna swap these around. I guess then we have 4 3s, 1 1, 2 1s, 2 5s, 1 6, 1 7, and 1 8. 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Oh, I'm missing a number then. Oh, we have 2 7s. Okay. Alright. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. One, 3, 5. We need a 4. Do we have a 4? We don't have a 4. Okay, so that can't be the case. We can't do that. Let's try with a 3 in every corner and see what happens. This is what I'm gonna try right now. Nope, that's not gonna work. That is not gonna work. It's not gonna work because we don't have enough 5s. We only have 2. So we don't have enough 5s. So we can't put a 3 in every corner. What if we put 3? What if we, like, I feel like there's gonna be some symmetry to this, but maybe I'm wrong. Oops, I accidentally swapped out the letter, but oh well, it's fine. Yeah, we can't do that either. Like, because then we need a 3 there. Oh wait, I was gonna put a 3 there. Then we need a 5 here. Okay, what do we have 2 of? 7s. We also have 2 8s. We have 2 8s. Why did I miss that? cooking now. I feel like I'm cooking with gas. Ooh. Oh! Where am I off? I've got 9s almost everywhere. Dang it. Swap the 8 and the 7, maybe? No. Dang it. So close. So close. So close. I'm so close. Arrgh. So, what do we do here? We got a 5, 2 8s, and a 2. I mean, that's not even remotely close. Maybe I need to do things. Maybe I need to do things like the opposite. Maybe the 8s go down here. Maybe I need to, like, do it slightly differently. Okay. Okay. I mean, we kind of shifted things, but also, this is just one off. Like, they're all the same on every side. So if this became a 7, it would work. But unfortunately, if that became a 7, then other stuff would. So technically, we could put the P here, and we'd all have we'd have all 9s. Okay, but that doesn't solve the puzzle. I mean, I'm assuming it's all 9s. I guess I'm not 100% sure it's supposed to be all 9s, but that makes the most sense to me. Am I wrong about them being all 9s? Like, is it not solvable with 9s? So again, we're off by 1 in those 3 spots, or 4 spots. It's pretty symmetrical with 6 in the middle. Like, there's like a type of fold it in half symmetry here, or on this diagonal. Dude, I don't know how this is supposed to be arranged. This is a really trial and error puzzle. Like, we have in the game we have incinerated. We definitely didn't do this in 6 minutes. That's for freaking sure. In the game, we're dead. Bah! Bah! I don't know what to do. Do I just keep trying for 9s, or do I try for some other number? Okay, I guess we'll reset. Oh, are they just giving it to me? Did they just give me the answer? They just gave me the answer. Oh, man. Now I feel... They just gave me the answer. They just give you the answer. Okay. Alright. Wait.
Yes, that's it! Akane, did you get it?
Yes, I did! I solved it! I mean, really, you solved it for me, but I copied everything you did! Now I just have to press enter!
Then what the hell are you waiting for? Push it!
Okay, I will!
I hit the enter key.
Emergency shutdown command has been confirmed. Incineration system has been disabled.
If I knew it was asking me for a password, I could have put 9 anyway.
It worked! It worked! The incinerator shut down! It worked!
Tears rolled down my face as I cried out to him, but they were very different sort of tears. A wonderful feeling of accomplishment and relief flooded my body. At the time, what strength I had left disappeared, and I collapsed to the floor. For a while, I just lay there, laughing and crying and enjoying being alive. Every time I thought about him, I thought my heart would burst. Ow, my heart. Did I not start the timer at the start of this? Well, there you go. There's an hour that we need to add. I can't quite believe I did that. But I am so glad. So glad. I feel like my heart's on fire. No, I don't have time to be thinking about that kind of shit. I need to tell
Akane, sorry, but things are kind of busy over here. I'm gonna have to hang up now, okay?
I'm gonna hang up now?
Oh, of course, that's fine!
I wiped the tears from my eyes and nodded vigorously, even though I knew he couldn't see me. I looked over at the corner of the floor. There were the 2 bracelets Pongo had left behind.
Now.
Well, 7 and Lotus don't look particularly happy with me. Not a very nice look to give someone who just saved your lives, guys.
Are you...
Okay.
Shut it.
Right, okay, maybe they have a reason to be pissed off. So what if I haven't pressed the... So what if I haven't pressed the enter key yet? Alright, nothing holding me back now. Here goes. Wait.
Incineration will begin in 90 seconds.
What?
It doesn't sound like it's stopping.
What the shit? Why isn't it stopping?
Okay, maybe I didn't hit the key hard enough. Just hit it again. And again. And again. Okay, that's not working either. The alarm's still going off. What the hell is going on? I've got all the right numbers in the right boxes. It's perfect. So why the F isn't this thing stopping?
Incineration will begin in 60 seconds.
Wait, of course. That's what the numbers that showed up at. That's what the numbers showed up after the puzzle mean. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8. Snake, Clover, me, 7, and Lotus. Then door 9. No, that's it. That number on the door isn't 9. It's not even a number.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that...
Holy shit, of course. Then we just have to put the right number into the red and...
Incineration will begin in 30 seconds.
Run, guys! Get to the door! Run!
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, I don't have much time. Man, I sure hope they can just trust me on this one, or we are all fucked. Alright, no time to explain, just go.
Quick! Verify your numbers on the red!
Verify?
Who?
What combination?
All of us! We all need to verify!
Why?
You really think this is a good time to ask questions? Just do it!
Hurry, 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 hurry.
Incineration will begin in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Central gate has been opened. Incineration system has been disabled.
No time to be happy, time to
Hurry!
go.
We've only got 9 seconds before the door closes. Go, go!
Move it! Okay, we're all through. Move it, Junpei. Just in time. Oh, on Earth. And there goes the door. No, don't calm down yet. You're not done. We still gotta find the dead. Oh, we found it. Okay. Well.
Shit. Looks like we made it, huh?
Man, that guy sure can laugh when he wants to. Looks like Clover and Lotus are totally out of energy. Snake is shaking his head wearily. I just want to take a nap, but...
Akane? Akane! Can you hear me? Akane!
I want to tell her we made it. I want to tell her how good I feel, but nothing. We gotta be in desperate situations for that to work, right? The door opened. Standing in front of it was my brother.
Akane!
Oi!
I cried his name, even though my voice was almost gone from screaming. I leapt into his arms.
Oh, oi!
Akane!
I buried my face in his chest and cried again. I cried and cried and cried. The steady thump of his heart in my ear made me feel like I was home. Its beat was almost like a lullaby. I wrapped my arms around him as far as they would go and held him as tight as I could. Just to be there felt like a miracle. I hadn't felt the warmth of another human body in what it seemed like an eternity. I just wanted to stay there in his arms forever. But I couldn't! The moment had passed. The moment I had passed through the door, my bracelets had begun to count down to death. I leapt away from him and looked around. The door had already closed. I spotted the dead only a short distance away. It took me only a moment to get to and scan all the bracelets. I left the ones Hongu had dropped on the scanner panel. That was it. Took a deep breath and looked around again. The huge detective who we'd called 7 in 9 years and Snake of Line Boy were looking at me. They seemed to have been utterly stunned by my sudden appearance. Their eyes were wide and their mouths hung open.
Alright, let's get out of here. If we don't book it, we might run into Hongo again.
Well, was right. It was time to get at it, get moving. The mention of him seemed to jar 7 and Snake out of the surprise, and they nodded. We took off running up the spiral stairs to freedom. Time for more running. But if they can get us out of here, no wonder we're running so hard. My heart's beating so hard I can barely hear. God, I can't wait to breathe real air again. This is all fake air. Huh? 7 talking?
Hey, Junpei, can I ask you something?
What's up?
That door, the one with the 9 on it. Why'd it open?
Yeah, all 5 of us verified our numbers on the red. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 is 26. That makes our digital route 8. It shouldn't have opened.
That's not like you, Lotus. I thought you would have figured it out already.
Huh? Why?
Because you were the person who taught me about the idea of bases.
Bases?
Yeah. What are the 2 numbers in base 2?
0 and 1.
How about base 10?
That goes from 0 to 9, right?
Then how about base 16?
0 through F. After 9, it starts at A and goes from there. B, C, D, etc.
You're right. In other words, A in base 16 is 10 in base 10.
Why do you have to explain that? Why can't you just say he made it so that only the 5 of us could go through?
B is 11, C is 12, D is 13, and so on.
So, what about it?
You don't get it? What if we keep going with that pattern? What if you go way past base 16 all the way to base 27?
Base 27?
Yeah.
Base 27, that's crazy!
Well, the numerical digits are the same. So, I guess you'd add alphabetical digits. E is 14, F is 15,
H is 17, I is 18,
K is 20, L is 20.
N is 23, O is 24, P is 25.
Yeah, and? What comes after that?
Q.
26!
And what does that mean?
That wasn't a 9 on the door.
It was a Q! A fucking lowercase q!
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess to put it another way, you could say that it was a 9 in base 10, but a Q in base 27.
Time for more running. So if we would have just tried all of our bracelets, it would have worked. Up the dingus counter. Up it! There was no penalty for trying all of our bracelets. I just would like to note that. Well, we're gonna add 5 dinguses, because there's 5 of us. I think that deserves 5 dinguses. Nobody thought of that. I swear, any moment now, I'm gonna tear a muscle. I feel like every single cell in my body is dying for air. What about that I take as a chore now? I feel like my lungs are gonna burst. Maybe just a short rest? No, I can't stop. Don't have time. Well, I know that. I know from a story perspective it doesn't work, but from a dingus perspective, it's dingus. It's a dingus move. That's all I'm saying. Come on, legs. Can't be any more of these steps left. Let's run like a bullet down a rifled barrel. Like a tornado cutting through a sea of clouds. I feel like we're running all along the back of a giant coiled dragon. Finally. Why are we running so fast? Oh, because the ship is sinking. That's why.
Whew.
I forgot about the ship sinking part too. I can barely breathe. No, Junpei, no time to rest. Pull yourself together. You're almost there.
All right, I'm gonna open it.
Let's look at the flow chart. Oh, we're almost. Look at that. Look at the flow chart. We've only got 2 more squares left. For them to. How many more twists are they gonna put in? Where's Ace? Where's Ace? Where's June? Slash Akane.
Yeah.
Yes. We're finally here.
Please do.
Sure, you look like a big, heavy door. But you're the only thing standing between me and my freedom. There's gonna be a dozen more twists first. You're gonna open and you're gonna open now. You're gonna open and you're gonna open now, door. You got that door. Felt a hand on my shoulder. So this is probably. Oh no. Okay, this is still the same. I thought this might have been a different one. Felt a hand on my shoulder. It was. Hey, he gave it to a small, reassuring squeeze. I was so happy. I felt like I could melt. My heart was at peace, and not only because my brother and I were back together again, thanks to the huge detective, all 9 of us who had been kidnapped, were finally able to escape from the gigantic. On the distant horizon, we could see the faint outline of the ship as it sank. It gave a thunderous roar as it finally slipped beneath the waves. Its last cry echoed out across the ocean, and then it was gone.
Yeah.
It was over. It was finally over. Or was it? Was it really? No, that was wrong. That wasn't it at all. I was sure of it. This wasn't the end. It was only the beginning. It was only a prologue to what would happen in 9 years. For some of them. Yes, finally air! Gah! Damn, that sun is bright. I can barely see anything. Huh? I gotta admit, this doesn't look quite like... Wait.
No way.
No way! You have gotta be shitting
What?
me.
It can't be.
We weren't in a ship at all!
This is...
This is the building in the Nevada desert.
the mock experiment building.
Oh my god. This whole time we were in Building Q.
Sure enough, that's a desert out there with mountains all around. Hello there, son. Boy, am I glad to see you. I was like thinking, the ship sunk. There's no way we were on a ship. I don't think I have ever been so happy to see a sunrise. Huh? Did I just hear something fall? Right, our bracelets. Guess I've never really got a good look at the other side of one of those. Let's see, what's inside you? Just a little electronic chip, like an ATM card. That's it. There's nothing else. Nothing that even looks like a detonator. There was never a detonator to begin with. Figures.
Akane.
Weren't we told we ate the bomb? The bomb was in us. The bomb was in us. It wasn't a detonator. It was just a little tag with a number on it. Heh. Guess I must be pretty crazy about the girl if I think I'm hearing her voice in the wind. Okay, I can't push the button. Fade to black. Well, that's the end. What the heck? What were the 2 squares?
Are you okay?
It's not over yet. They just gave us the credits and then they just have more stuff. See, now we're on. Now we're not even done with the game. Why? What? It's so... Okay, let's keep going. Are you okay?
Oh, come on. This is nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't look okay.
It was just before the end of the elementary school. Jumpy and I were sitting next to each other on a small hill looking down at the town as the sun slowly
How does
set.
it look then?
He was half serious and half joking. Thought about it for a minute first.
Well, let's see. It looks like you kissed a toad and got warts, but then they just kept growing and growing and growing.
What does that even mean?
Jumpy grinned and...
Ow.
Stop smiling.
See? I told you you're not okay. You're too reckless. You can't beat 5 8th graders, Jumpy. That's crazy.
Oh, there's a trilogy to this? I thought they were just different games.
Yeah, but I couldn't just stand there. I mean, don't you think so? I had to do something.
I mean, I guess Danganronpa was the second game that we played had a connection to the first game. Look at the Nevezda. Looking at the Nevezda. For an SUV, this thing is a pretty smooth ride. Okay. Yeah, I that was not obvious. Sure was nice for someone to leave it outside the building, keys in the ignition, gas in the tank, almost like it was a present, you know? Anyway, we jumped in, and now here we are screaming across the desert. Lotus is over there in the passenger seat. Snake and Seven and I are squeezed in the back seat here. I still can't believe we let her drive.
Woohoo! This is so fun! This is so awesome! Driving is so great when there's nothing around, and there's no speed limit.
Hey, Clover, watch those bumps, all right? This car jumps even a little, and I think I'm gonna get crushed to death.
Hey, shut it. I can't help if I'm big, all right? Suck it up.
Why don't you drive, Seven?
I'm a cop. I ain't gonna break the law.
He doesn't have an international license.
Yeah, but you could have sat in the passenger seat.
Oh, hell no. There's no way I'm giving this seat up. And Clover, there's no need to slow down. The car Santa and June are in should be somewhere down this road ahead of us.
Yeah, I saw some fresh tire tracks going out. There's no doubt about it.
Then we've got to hurry if we want to catch them, don't we? Sure thing!
And at least that question got answered. Okay. She doesn't have to drive so fast. I didn't even think a car like this could go this fast. Sure. But how did she exist in the first place? That's the question. It was a couple of hours after we'd run into the junior high students. They'd been hiding in the bushes on the back of one of the hills, drenching a kitten in gasoline. Morphogenic fields allows people to exist in the future. I don't think that's how we were told they work. The moment we saw what they were doing, Jumpy ran up to them furious.
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
He quickly scooped up the kitten and tossed it to me. I caught it and ran for the police station as fast as I could.
Help me! Officer, please! You have to come with me!
policeman and I headed back to the hill. All we found was Jumpy, sprawled on the ground with a face covered in big swelled lumps.
You couldn't run away after you threw the kitty to me?
I asked him. He stuck his tongue out, the hole in his mouth, where a tooth had fallen
Yeah,
out.
I guess I could've.
Then why didn't you?
I didn't want to. I wanted to beat him up. Beat him up real good.
Because of what they were doing to the kitty.
Yeah, that too, but I think they were the ones behind those
Who
murders. our
does
first
that?
semester.
Well, they
Remember?
mentioned a cat. I guess we'll cop it. Might as well.
Oh, you mean the bunnies.
Yeah, the bunnies.
He plucked some grass in the ground and tossed it into the wind.
They asked me what elementary school I was from, so I told them. And then they said they'd do the same thing to you that they did to the rabbits. I couldn't forgive them for that, so I...
What the hell? Jeez. What the hell?
Hey, there's still some stuff I don't get.
Of course, they probably don't know any more than I
Like
do.
Ace. Well, guess I should say Gentaro Hongo. Why did he create the Nonary project? Anybody? Any ideas?
Why don't you ask him yourself?
Well, yeah, I guess I could.
He's still in the trunk, I assume?
He's in the trunk. Yeah, he is. Still tied up, I'm assuming, with his mouth taped shut. When did that happen? His eyes just look empty, no emotion. It looks like he's just given up. I wonder if he even cares what happens to him anymore.
Hey, were you listening to us?
Hey, go ahead and try to pretend you weren't, you old bastard. Let's get that tape off your mouth.
Come on, I know you were. Answer me.
I guess there isn't really a trunk. It's more like the back. You could at least look at me when you talk, man.
I only wanted to see the faces. Human faces. I thought if I could gain the ability to access the morphic field set, then perhaps I could see faces. By peering into people's minds, you could understand how they were processing the expressions of others.
That's it?
Yes. If you want to put it simply, but if you are looking for a more philosophical answer, I can supply that as well. You see, the human collective consciousness...
I think that's enough out of you, pal. Time for the tape to go back on.
All right. So what's your second question? You said there were some things you didn't get, didn't you?
Somebody's a little nosy.
Well, my next question doesn't really have anything to do with you two. This is for you, Seven. It's about the whole Alice thing. What's the deal with that?
What is the deal with that?
Well, see, 9 years ago, after I escaped from the Gigantic, I kept going after Hongo on my own, hoping I'd catch him when he finally slipped up. And during the course of my investigations, I learned a lot more about the Gigantic. I also found out about Bourdain and Alice.
You're not really answering my question. Was there actually a girl who wouldn't melt at room temperature?
Sounds like he has something to say. Alright, fine, I'll let you know.
What?
Alice doesn't exist. 9 years ago, I found Alice's coffin behind the library on the bottom deck. There was nothing in it but the root of a peculiar plant. My research determined that it was a member of the genus Madrigora, of the family Solanaceae, and was able to extract a particular alkaloid from it. I used that extract to create Soperin. Its creation was a tremendous boon to my firm, and we grew rapidly.
It's gonna go on forever. Tape's going back on. I love how we're like, stop talking. Jeez. For now, I think I'll enjoy the ride.
Here, this is for you.
What's this?
This is, for you, doll. His name is Junpei.
Jumpy pulled something out of his pocket and shoved out his arm toward me. His hand was a doll made of yarn, small enough to fit in his palm.
Jumpy, are you sure it's, for you, doll?
Huh? Yeah, the lady at the shop said so, that means it's for you, right?
Are you sure it's not a voodoo doll?
Wait, what? That's... Oh, man.
Well, it sure looks like a voodoo doll. I mean, you do know what a voodoo doll is used for, right?
Yeah, I guess calling it Junpei isn't a very good idea then.
Why are you giving me this anyway? It just seems really sudden.
You know how after June, we aren't gonna get to see each other too much? I mean, we're gonna be in different schools, and I just thought I'd,
That's why she's called June.
Okay, well,
Okay.
how about we call it June then?
That explains the doll, her name.
So, I wanted to give you this.
I mean, she was named after the 6th month of the year because she was 6, right?
You sound like some sort of tribal chief in a bad movie.
Yes. I, head of tribe. This doll, traditional charm of tribe. So I give this. It me. So we always together.
Oh, Jumpy.
If something bad, then hold and pray. I go wherever you are. So here, take.
I reached my hand out and picked up the doll gently.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jumpy.
Before I knew it, I was crying. Tears streamed down my face and fell onto June's tiny yarn body.
Oh, Jumpy. I'll never forget you. I promise.
Jumpy looked straight into my eyes and said just 5 words.
I'll never forget you either.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be ... The sky was a beautiful crimson red as it melted down toward the horizon. The last golden rays of sunlight stretched out across the city and painted themselves across the hills. We sat bathed in the warm light of evening. Just the two of us, leaning gently against one another, shoulder to shoulder. Sunset, and we still didn't leave. We watched in silence as the darkness deepened, and one by one, the lights of the town began to flicker on. More dots. We're still growing. There's still one thing I don't get. To be honest, it's the biggest mystery as far as I'm concerned, and also the only one that's really important. It has to do with June and Akane. 9 years ago, she died in the incinerator on the Gigantic, but she's still alive now as June. But how? Oh, they're gonna try and explain it. Because they tapped into the morphic field set and saved her 9 years ago? Alright, let's say that makes some kind of insane sense. It doesn't. If I did that, then how do I make sense of what Seven remembers? Snake makes sense. He's blind. Couldn't have seen her body anyway. Seven? He said he was sure he saw it. Does that mean there's some kind of historical discrepancy? Or wait, maybe that's not it at all. There's one other logical explanation. Was what you told me the truth, Seven? You look satisfied. No? No way. You couldn't.
Hey, look! Over there. There's somebody next to the road.
Huh? What?
I see a leg? What? The burning gaze of the Nevada sun poured down on her head. The desert around her rippled with heat. Standing there on that shimmering plain was a woman, her arm out and her thumb up. It would not be long before Junpei realized who she was. End. But that says end. Alright. Okay. They didn't explain everything.